Hey everybody, Heavy Metal Explosion coming at you with another video discussion. I haven't put out another video yet. I do have one in the works. I have, as you can see here, my review station is packed full of figures and things and stuff. I have a slight cold and go around and check out some of this stuff that I've got just displayed. Um, so yeah, um, so I've opened a e-crater store trying to get rid of some of my extra toys and yeah, there's my tripod. Get rid of some of my extra toys and comic books. Will show you that I have my whole office area is full of things, comics, and stuff. That's part of my sale. Getting rid of some comic books. They're not hugely expensive, but it is a bunch of stuff that I'm looking to get rid of in order to help myself. I've been out of work for about 5 months. I'm currently, shortly, will be in need of a job. So I'm looking to get rid of some things and try to, I don't know, work out something. So this thing with YouTube, I've started seeing towards the end of the year, videos have been popping up a lot. And so I wanted to put my little 2 cents in it and kind of talk about it a little bit and see if I can turn this camera around. I guess not. So so here I am. I am not real worried about the YouTube stuff. I'd prefer them go in there and just say it's kid friendly and do it themselves. I can care less because it's not about me making any money off of it. It's about me enjoying a hobby with you guys. I do have a Patreon account and I will be uploading more videos to the Patreon account. So I'm going to get a little more diverse on what I review. I'll start showing off maybe comic books, reviewing maybe some packaging, new or cool things that I found that might be in the collecting range, say for comic books, for trading cards. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s, so uh, trading cards was a big thing back for the Marvel, Image, DC stuff. I don't know about DC. I hadn't really been keeping up with DC back in the day. Now I do more often because a lot of the artists that I enjoy um, actually are over at DC. I do like a bunch that are at Marvel, but most of them are at DC. Um, One of the biggest things here recently that I jumped into was Todd McFarlane. Spawn has made it to 300 issues, 300. I guess it's right around now. It's almost 302. One of the longest running independent comic books ever. That is super. I wish that him all the luck and moving forward. And I would like to be able to keep up with him, but unfortunately, you know, I don't make any money doing this on the side. But I do have some projects that I'm working on and working to create something for you guys, the collector, mainly the comic collector. I do some woodworking, and I'm planning on doing some builds, and I'm going to start to sell those things. And once I get everything put together real good, and I have a good plan and on how I want things to go down, all my bits and pieces, my little accessories and everything for this project, I will put it on eCrater. I'll put a link in the description. But I wanted to tell you guys that, you know, yeah, it's early. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. I still got a problem with this shoulder. The muscles are real tight ever since I got the ICD implant. So I don't sleep well, and I don't foresee myself going back to my current job doing the type of welding that I was doing, because the company I have is a little skittish and don't want to make room for me there. So, and that's fine. I'm not here to beat them up about it. I'm too old to worry about it. But I do want to just tell you, hey, if you can help, I got stuff for sale on my eCrater. I'm going over to Patreon to be a more active on eCrater, not eCrater, Patreon, uploading videos there. Maybe putting them on YouTube, but you know, I don't know. I don't know yet. But being on Patreon, I can be a little more expressive. I can do a lot more anyway, where I don't have to really worry about a lot of children getting hold of my videos and you know, looking at them. Then next thing you know, the parents are like, oh no, he swore, or this, that, and the other. And I don't have to worry about that if I go straight to Patreon, another outlet. So just to say that I enjoy what I do here as a hobby, and I hope to be able to further this. Excuse me, and be a lot more active and hopefully create a small fan base. You know, a small, not really a fan base, but you know, a group that's, because as you see, a lot of my videos, they're more discussion oriented. You know, what I like, what I dislike, and some of them don't transform. I don't transform a lot of figures, and I know that's a put off to a lot of people. A lot of people wants to see the transformation, but I'm more into the discussive part of it, the discussion aspect of it all, and maybe even the sly comment to joke on something or whatnot. There's a lot of things I have that ideas I have that I gotta put into motion. How interacting with the toys over the years have become a little more dry, as opposed to, say, back in the 80s, like with G.I. Joe and Transformers, where they were really interactive. You know, you had your flag points, your robot points, you had your bios, you know, you had these blueprints, you had these, you know, nice scaled catalogs that showed what was coming out for the year, instead of all this mystery and we'll wait for conventions and stuff like that. You know, back in the day, there was no BotCon, there was no TFCon, no, you know, Toy Fair or anything to that effect. It was just, you know, Hasbro would put out these catalogs and say, hey, look, this is what's happening for the year. And that's what we got. So again, I'm going to do a lot of stuff, and I got a lot of ideas. I might even do my old rant where I beat up on Hasbro. I might give my opinion about the whole Disney buying out everybody in order to save people's butts. Basically is my opinion on the way it went down. Yeah. So this video has gone on for 10 minutes plus, because there's another little intro section that I recorded, so I got to put all that together. So at any rate, thank you for giving me a chance to talk. So guys, until next time.